Ahoy, and welcome back to my playthrough of Jenny LeClue.
Our old fort!
It didn't look like much, but this treehouse had once been Jenny and Keith's favorite hiding spot.
I could never climb up there on my own. Keith always had to help me.
They schemed and planned and swore never to let anything come between them. Just thinking about him hurt.
What was that? Steven! Steven! Steven!
What?
Did you hear that? I'm telling you, man.
Not this again.
Something's out here. Something big. Real big.
There's nothing there.
But I'm getting some super spooky vibes, man.
For the last time, Kevin, the radio's off for emergencies only.
That was lucky. I need to be more careful.
The house was swarming with police, but she knew this place like the back of her hand. If anyone could find a way in, it was Jenny LeClue.
That's Mom's room.
The window looked a promising point of entry.
I could climb the tree up onto the roof.
But as Jenny knew, all the windows on the second floor were bolted down.
Dad did it after a raccoon got in and trashed the place. My room.
And inside.
My detective gear.
But unfortunately, this window was also bolted shut. Jenny recalled the Christmas Eve when she had climbed down the chimney and discovered how difficult the jolly old man's job was.
And dirty. There's definitely a cleaner way in. Not going in that way.
What could the police have found inside her house?
And if they found what they're looking for, why are they still here?
Jenny could try to climb the tree.
But I already see an easier way in.
The window was ajar, the frame damaged.
Somebody broke into my house. That's my job.
But who? The police had used the front door.
Whoever it was, that's my way in. Dang, they've got the back door covered too.
To get to the basement window, Jenny would have to creep carefully past the police officer. One false move and the game would be up.
Hey! Who goes there?
Caught! Jenny would have to think fast or risk being jailed like her mother.
Here goes nothing.
Steven! Please tell me you're there.
What's up, buddy?
I think you should know, and I say this with 100% certainty, that there's a...
Spit it out already.
There's a mountain lion out here!
Very likely. They're indigenous to this area.
What?
Just don't let it eat you. I don't need any more paperwork.
Oh, God. I think I'll just head inside for a minute to check on something.
Phew, that was close. Someone definitely forced this open.
Would Jenny enter the dark basement? It was an odd feeling, breaking into her own house. But as she squeezed through the basement window, Jenny felt a rush of excitement. I could get used to this, she thought. Jenny was in, undetected.
Home sweet home. What the heck? Who left this here?
Jenny's father had never carried a briefcase, and her mother couldn't afford one.
Let's see who this belongs to. Who carries around a fancy briefcase with a children's book inside? The Hawk and the Weasel. Hang on a second.
Jenny recognized the book. She'd seen a copy of it next to the dean's lifeless body.
In the library. There must be something significant about it. This feels familiar, like I've seen it before. Wait, no! I've heard it before! On the radio in the underground lab!
Could there be a connection between the cryptic radio message and this book?
Let's find out. Soon they will all listen, relive their rancid past.
The message read like a threat.
But from who? Could it be a message from the Dean's killer? Let me get this straight. Someone's broadcasting a sinister message in code, which is being picked up on a radio in an abandoned laboratory hidden in the forest. And the secret to decode this message is written in a children's book, which was locked inside a stranger's briefcase in my basement.
All of this was true.
That doesn't make it any less crazy sounding.
But not all mysteries could be solved in an instant. Sometimes questions had to percolate, like a good cup of coffee. Only then would the answers become clear.
I guess I'll let it brew for a bit. But right now, I need to get to my room and find my detective gear. Oh crap!
Hey! What are you doing?
Nothing. Just looking for more beer.
Make yourselves at home, why don't you?
Forget about it. There's more in the back of the fridge.
They better not eat my cookies.
Jackpot! They got cookies too.
Hey, have we searched down here yet?
You lose one game of cards and suddenly you want to search the house. Can't handle the pressure, eh?
Oh, those, sir, are fighting words. You want to put your money where your mouth is?
Arthurton's finest, everyone.
There was no way Jenny could reach her bedroom without being caught by the police.
Which means I can't get my detective gear. Great.
But this was a basement, a veritable treasure trove of old possessions. Surely something around here would prove useful?
Maybe, but I can't see a thing. Let's shed some light on the situation. Of course the fuse is missing for the lights.
Jenny wasn't prone to sentimentality, but seeing her father's desk, the disorganized muddle of books, photos, and the faint smell of ammonia, More reminders that her dad was here not so long ago.
Miss you, Dad. Mending the molecular bonds of marriage. Mom and Dad both worked an awful lot.
Jenny rarely saw the two of them together.
This one test tube looks recently used. The others are all covered in dust.
A small puddle of liquid had pooled on the desk.
Looks fresh. Still sticky. A Field Guide to Fascinating Flora. Written by Weiss, Felding, and Strasberry. Did the Dean write this book? This is from the day of Dad's accident. Mom must have kept it. The Dean called the lab explosion an accident, but everyone in town seemed to blame Dad. Acrid Inspections Report. I've never seen this before. October 5th. That was 1 week before.
Her father's accident.
The Dean signed the report.
Someone had circled the signature in red pen.
This contradicts the newspaper article which stated my dad made a mistake. Everyone in town blamed him for the accident. But they were all wrong. The lab was unsafe. He shouldn't have been working there.
And worst of all,
Dean Strasberry knew. But he still let my dad work there.
any rational mind could see it. Strong evidence linking her mum to the Dean's death.
This doesn't prove anything.
But it was a clear motive for murder. Revenge.
My mom wouldn't do that.
But who else would see it that way?
There must be an explanation. I just don't know what it is yet. I can't let this fall into the wrong hands.
Was Jenny sure this was the right thing to do? It broke every rule in the book. Why would she need to hide evidence if her mom was truly innocent?
Mom isn't here to defend herself. It isn't fair.
But however she tried to justify it, Jenny knew this wasn't the choice of a great detective.
I need to buy myself some time. I can't afford anyone jumping to conclusions before I've had a chance to investigate. Aha! The missing fuse. This was years ago. I looked like a kid. One of the rare times that Dad wasn't making a goofy face. He used to say, serious people make serious mistakes. I might, need this later. quantum tunneling and adaptive spectral optics. Sounds like a real page turner. Dad was such a nerd. And then there was light.
Jenny would need to work quickly to remain undetected.
Who knows when they'll come back? Now, where's the most likely place to find a makeshift detective kit?
A shaft of light peeked through the boxes.
There's more stuff back there. I just need a way through.
Jenny's instincts had been correct. Dozens of boxes lined the back wall of the basement.
There's probably something useful here, but it'll take forever to search through them all. CSI supplies. That must be Mom's old gear. It's not as good as mine, but at least it works. More or less. My key to the city. An old set of lockpicks.
Tucked away at the bottom of the box, something colorful caught Jenny's eye. She pulled it carefully from the container and unfolded it.
This must be Mom's old jacket.
It smelled of formaldehyde and fingerprint powder.
From her CSI days.
And so, she tried it on.
Fits like a glove.
A giant oversized glove.
And it smells like Mom.
Her mother had never felt so close, and yet so far away.
I won't let them take you away from me too.
Jenny's search was complete.
It's not the world's best detective kit, but it'll do.
For the first time in her life, she felt like a real detective. She had a serious crime to solve.
And a seriously sharp outfit to match. Somebody else is here. That was no cop. What was he doing in my house? I should follow him.
Was Jenny ready to follow the mysterious man in black? The man in black. Who was he? Where was he going? There was only one way to find out.
Where are you headed, creepy man in black?
Jenny couldn't simply chase the mysterious figure.
He's bound to notice me if I follow too closely. I need to get out of his line of sight.
Okay, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.